now. They say they ain't heard nothing like this in a while. That's why they play my song on so many different dials. Cause I go home, it's in a disciplined child. So when they see me, everybody barack, barack. Swagger like a young girl, fully barack, barack. I try to tear drops over the massive attack. I only make it.
5 pounds of fat. 5 pounds.
Down to earth, so down to earth. I'm bringing gravity back, addicted by the major. I want my family back. People work hard just to get all their salary tax. Look, I'm just a writer.
All right, I'm going to really love this live thing. It's going to drive you guys crazy, but I love having something on my heart I can get off right away after I get an email or something. I mean, people really struggle, you know. They struggle with their why. They struggle with their reason. They struggle with what to do. I mean, it's one thing to know what to do. It's another thing to do what you know. There's so much struggle going on, and I've got the answers. And I know that you've got them intrinsically. You've got the answers on the inside of you. You know why you're struggling. It's your environment. It's the environment that is surrounding you. I mean, constant opportunities for overindulgence, for self-indulgence. When is the madness going to stop? All right? You've attached so much pleasure to doing the wrong things. How are you going to get yourself to stop doing the wrong things? You got to begin with the end in mind. You got to realize that when you're having a perfect day and then that temptation presents itself, that few minutes of instant pleasure that you're going to get out of whatever it is not going to be worth it if you begin with the end in mind. Look, we're all trying to lose this stuff right here. This is jiggly, itchy fat. That's what it. This is a 5-pound fat model. 5 pounds. This is how much space it takes up on our body. Look at this. Look at this. 5 pounds. I mean, I know people that get discouraged when they've only lost 5 pounds. But you've lost this much girth from off your waist, from off your butt, from off your thighs, all through and via a little bit of effort. I mean, you haven't even put a lot of effort in it yet. But you've lost 5 pounds of jiggly, itchy fat that's got to go. Got to go. 5 pounds of fat. Now, this is 5 pounds of muscle. And when you do things the Shibboleth way, we're preserving the muscle, which is to say, we're preserving the metabolism. This is what creates your fire, your metabolic fire. This is what creates it. We don't want to lose this, so you're going to have to eat the right portions, the right combinations, but we'll preserve muscle and we'll starve off the fat. Now look, this is nasty. This is 5 pounds of fat, how much space it takes up on your body. This is 5 pounds of muscle and how much space it takes up on your body. Why in the world would you want to maintain fat and starve off muscle? Every time you go on a yo-yo diet, you know what you do? Every time you're starving off muscle and you're keeping the fat and getting fatter and fatter and fatter. Let me tell you, when you keep fat, what gets even fatter in your life? Worry, pain, regret, medical conditions. That's what's getting fatter in your life. That's what's getting bigger. Stop. Let's starve off the fat. Let's preserve the muscle. Listen, we got a lot of new people here, a lot of good questions, but you got to watch the daily doses. You've got to watch them. I don't like to watch them, Travis. I don't like your style. Watch them anyway. I mean, you had school teachers in school you didn't like. You know, you had to do, to get through that grade, you had to get it, or to graduate to the next grade, you had to get a passing grade in your coursework. So watch the daily doses, take the test, pass the test, earn the badge. You need to understand the basics. I came live to you right now for a couple of reasons. Number one, portions. We get a lot of questions about the recipes, I think close to 2,500 right now recipes, where we take your recipe, we modify it and make it Shibboleth approved so that you're preserving muscle, burning fat. We put it in the database. Nothing you can't have. All right, so a lot of times those recipes won't have a portion listed on them. Anytime there's not a portion listed, you've got to go by your Shibboleth components. You've got to drink your water right. You've got to journal. You've got to eat in the right combinations. You've got to have 3 portion control meals a day, and then you just time your meals. So let's talk about portions for a minute. When there's no portion listed in a food, a recipe, anything, if it's approved, then you can use a 6 to 8 inch plate. This is a 6 to 8 inch plate. Now, we're not getting up on the hog trough borders there. It's got to be between this, see this little line here, this little line? This is about 7 inches from here to here. So I'm going to put my protein on one side of the plate, unless it's a recipe like, you know, one of the spaghetti recipes or lasagna recipes online. I'm going to put my protein here, like my chicken breast here, and then I'm going to put my 2s and 3s here, or just my 2s, depending on the combination. I want to make sure that my hands, my 2 hands, you can't see this, but my 2 hands cover the plate, to cover my food, cover the food combination completely. No food sticking out around the edges. If you're still hungry when you get done with that, you can have more freebies, okay? And you do this 3 times a day. It's not hard. We have breakfast, and then it's properly portioned because it's on the plate or fits under our hand, and then we stop eating. Oh, that's a revolutionary idea. We don't graze. We're not cattle. We're children of the Most High God. We eat our breakfast for energy, so that we've got energy until we get to lunchtime. And then guess what we do? We eat again, the proper combination, proper portion. And guess what we do when we get done with that? We stop. We stop eating. But what if I'm hungry? I can't have seconds, Brother Travis? Yes, 4 to 6 hours from then. You can have dinner. Otherwise, you stop. Now, I know a lot of people aren't used to that. You aren't used to stopping, so you got to graze on something. Get you some Orbit chewing gum, some sugar-free chewing gum, because you're just trying to satisfy the cravings of the mind. Get you some freebies ready to go. Get your approved snack ready to go. You can do those, but they're not mandatory. It's better to have 3 meals a day, properly combined, properly portioned, then stop. Just stop. And then go to bed. But Travis, I just got an email. Travis, I'm still so hungry. Yes, that's right. Because you're 300 pounds. I'm talking to me now. Don't get mad. Don't get. If you're 300 pounds, I'm not telling you I was 300 pounds. But I had to have a change of mindset. See, over and through time, I ended up over 300 pounds. So big boy wanted to eat. He didn't want to die. The jiggly, itchy fat, that's the problem with it. You got to kill it. But it don't want to go. And it's saying, feed me. You've got to feed me. I'm sugar addicted. You've got to feed me. And you know what? If we listen to Big Travis, that's what I did. Listen to Big Travis just get bigger. And so does the worry, the regret, and the pain. But what I started doing was realizing this. With an eye of faith, I had to see myself as I could be. 200 pounds. I had to see that. I had to visualize that. I had to have the tools to do it. But every day I focused on what I wanted and not on what I didn't want. I wanted to be 200 pounds. And then this idea occurs to me. In order to be 200 pounds, I got to have faith. And in order to have faith and to believe, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. No evidence of 200-pound Travis yet. But it's what I wanted. So what I had to do, I had to have faith that I could achieve it. And you know how you achieve whatever it is you want? You go on and act like you got it now. Oh. So what I did was say, I'm 200 pounds, and I'm going to behave like I'm 200 pounds at 300 pounds. So for a while, Big Travis's stomach went, I just looked down and said, that's the sound of fat cells dying and crying. They gotta go. I quit doing this. I quit going, I'm so hungry. I just can't stand it anymore. I just don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know if I'm going to survive it. Oh, where's the temptation? I need something to eat. Yeah, you got to quit that. Are you always going to be whatever that weight is that you don't want to be? You got to visualize who you want to be and start acting that way right now. Behave that way. And what happened was, here's the Travis I wanted to be. Here's Big Travis. Let's do it this way. This is Big Travis right here. It's Big Boy. This is the boy I wanted to be. So what I had to do to get over here, and this went out, what I had to do was begin to ignore the voice of Big Travis and listen to Lean Travis. You are in a constant struggle. You are in a battle. You are in a warfare. And I know that the rest of the secular world would have you think you're not in a warfare, but praise God, blessed be the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. You're in a warfare. It's going to be a warfare. It's the spirit against the flesh. And if you're overweight, you've just been letting the flesh win the war. Now, we've got to stop that. Got to stop it. Eat in the right portions. Quit getting the mully grubs about this. Let's get it done. Because I'm telling you, this Travis is a lot happier than this Travis. I had to be willing to pay the price, but the price was so worth it. Oh my gosh, it was so worth it. You can do it. Do not give up. Keep up. If I have to come to you 3 times a day just to give you just a little boost, then that's what I'm going to do. Because your life is important and it is valuable. Don't live with regret. Get it done. Don't listen to the rest of the world. We're not like them. We're not like the world. We're not like them. We're an uncommon, peculiar people. And we got to quit just following the masses. We got to quit being like the dumb sheep and following them over there to the Mexican restaurant without our approved chips, without our wits about it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Or we're going to have to be like them. Do you want to be like them? Do you want to be miserable, unhappy, and unhealthy? I didn't think you did. Let's do it.